I've been using the Aptus elbow system since 2015. My impression is that it's an excellent system and it allows a lot of versatility in treating a whole range of fractures. Until recently there was a small gap in the range with lack of an olecranon plate, but with that coming on board, you will now be able to treat the whole gamut of fractures with this system. So I use a couple of plates that are my favourite. Everyone has their way of treating fractures and what they like to do. I tend to use the distal humeral plates a lot. I use the coronoid plate a lot. I use the hockey stick plates for the olecranon a lot. And in the future, when the dorsal olecranon plate becomes available, I'll use that for selected fractures as well. So my favourite plate is the medial distal humeral plate. I find that it's a great contoured shape. It fits universally very nicely. It gives excellent fixation. With the 2.8 screws, you get a lot of fixation in small distal humeral fragments, and I find that that helps a lot in treating complex fractures. In combination with the lateral plate, I tend to do parallel plating. There's basically hardly a fracture that I'm not able to fix with that combination with interlocking screws from both the medial and lateral side, and so that medial plate and lateral plate combination I find works really well. I love the fine hook. I call it the dental pick, and I use it for manipulation of small fragments. I can compress the columns when I'm fixing distal humeral fractures. I can manipulate periarticular fracture fragments, and I find it very versatile and very handy to do a whole range of different items when I'm fixing fractures. So the main thing that makes it stand out is the addition of the 2.8 screws. It allows for good interdigitation in the small fracture fragments in the distal humerus particularly. The other thing that makes it stand out is the hockey stick plates, which are not available on any other system. And now there's a broad range of plates. You can basically use one system to do every kind of fracture fixation you could possibly imagine. So with the elbow system, I often use the CCS screws or the cannulated compression screws. I find them an excellent addition at certain times when I'm fixing particular fracture configurations. And so the whole range of options just means that I don't have to think about opening other systems.